The prices of everything has gone up. In this video, we're comparing the prices of board games we bought in 2014 versus the prices of those board games if we bought them today. The biggest change on this list is an increase of 159%, so stay tuned for that later on in this video. So we're going to say the board game name, we're going to say if we still have it, how we feel about it, I'm going to tell you the prices and the percentage change, and whether it's even worth it to buy it today. This is then versus now, the shocking cost of board games. So I've arranged this in order of percentage. So we're going to end with the thing that's changed the most. But the first thing actually went down in price, which is crazy. It's the only game that went down in price. This game we bought May 22nd, 2014. It cost us $81. It now costs $71.99, but it is out of print. I like to mention that it's out of print because some of these websites, if they're out of print, they won't update the price to today's cost. That game is Caverna. So do we still have Caverna?
We do still have Caverna.
How have our feelings changed about it today versus then?
I feel a little more open to playing it now than I did then, as being more of a seasoned board gamer.
Figuring it out was hard, but we were willing to sit there for a while. We still like it. Is it worth the price?
I think at
Almost
that price
$80?
range, I think it's worth the investment if you just want that style.
The next game on this list is Lords of Waterdeep. Bought it on the same day. It was a big order. Back then it cost us $34.99. Today's price is $37.47, a slight change of 7%.
We sometimes play different games with different groups of people. People's likes will change, and the changes for me is that I feel like it kind of gets overlooked by what we have now.
The next game on this list is One Night Ultimate Werewolf, purchased on the same day because it was a big order. Then it cost $16.49. Now it is $17.97, a change of 9%.
I believe we still have Werewolf.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, okay.
We do. Because it fits in one of these little things behind me. Someone was asking in the comments, what's all these games here? I think I made a video about it. If I didn't, comment it again and I'll be happy to show you everything that's back there. But this game, I think it's still worth it if you're looking for that. A game under 20 bucks is rare these days, and especially a game that will probably get a lot of play.
Not for me.
Not from you, but generally speaking, could I recommend it to someone looking for a game like that? Absolutely.
If that's your style of game, then absolutely. It's under $20. That seems like a really good price range for it. I personally have had my feelings change for it over the years, but then that's just my opinion.
Stay tuned to the end of this video where we talk about how much we spent in 2014 and how much that would cost today. This next game was bought on the same day. Seeing a trend here, right? And this is a game that we've culled and bought back, which is interesting. We purchased it for $12.99. It is now $14.97, change of 15%, but you bought it back at a flea market for like $5. This game is Friday. It's a solo game from Friedman Freeze.
Yeah, so my feelings that have changed from then till now is that By
the way, we technically still have it.
Yes, we still have it. I have...
Not that copy, though.
No, not...
Oh, that'd be weird if the person we sold it to... like if I marked it somehow.
Like we got back our same copy.
That'd be nuts.
I'm glad I spent the little $5 or so to reinvest in a game we had bought before. The price has gone up, and I got it for more than half the price. I feel like it was a good investment to get it back because my feelings have changed about solo games.
I haven't played this and likely never will. That's more like your wheelhouse ever since discovering A Gentle Rain. We'll have to wait and see if it's worth the price. This next game, surprise, surprise, was purchased on the same day.
We were on a roll that day.
Yeah, it was $54.49 back then. It is now $63.97, a change of 17%. That game is Terra Mystica.
Ooh.
We do still have it.
We do still have it.
I still have high marks for it. It's still... since then we've had Age of Innovation, we've had Terra Nova, we've had versions of this game come out. We even had a space version come out. I still prefer the base Terra Mystica. At one point, it was my #1 game of all time. It's not in my top 10 anymore. It's got to be up there. I made a top 100. I haven't made the videos yet, but I've made the list. Will it be on there? Wait and see. Subscribe today. How do you feel about it?
For me, it was always just mid. It was a very mid game for me. I'd play it if it was the option. If there was another option, I'd play the other option. If it was not in the collection today, I don't know if I'd feel that different. I'm okay that we still have it today. If it's a difference of that much of a percentage and getting it today, I don't know if I would get it today versus when I got it back then.
Yeah, today it's $63.97.
No.
And by the way, for all the prices, we've used Game Nerds. It's not a sponsored video, but it could be. Talk to me. The next game on this list, we did not buy that day. We bought it 5 days later on the 28th.
We gave ourselves something to be like, okay, we got all these games. We're good. Okay,
yeah, it's weird. Like, I guess the order came in. I was like, wait, something's missing.
Yeah. Wait, I got to order that other game. I forgot.
So then it cost us $28.99. Today it has a second edition, and that is $33.97. A change of 17%. The game is Dominion. We do not have this game anymore. We have not considered getting the second edition anymore because we've discovered other deck building games. And I think we prefer that more.
We were heavy into the deck building games. That was like
Legendary.
Oh, that was like half of our game collection deck builders.
And some people will say the expansions change it. Okay, but I can get just a new game that does all the things I want with one box.
I mean, think of Tyrants of the Underdark.
Yeah,
it gives you good deck building and some. So,
and even since then, other deck builders have come out. The next game on this list was only $11.99. It was purchased on the 22nd, so it was part of that big order.
Oh.
Now it costs $14.47, a change of 21%. The game is Bang the Dice Game. We do not have this anymore. We traded it to Ronald.
I hate this.
No, it's not one that I feel like I miss playing.
If I want to be a trader, wear words or something like that.
Yeah.
This next game, for some reason, we bought before the big order on the 19th of May. $32.99. It is now $40.49. This is the Telestration Party Pack with a difference of 23%.
Oh, the 12-player version?
Yep, we still have
that. Mm-hmm.
It's still sitting there. It doesn't come out very much.
I've tried to get people to play it in the past, and I feel like just because it's Telestrations just doesn't get asked for very much. But I do like having an option of a game that can play so many players. And we have one time, so we did a 12-player.
Yeah.
That was really exciting. It was a very fun time, but that's not going to happen all the time and has not happened ever again since. I do like that we still have the game. What I suggested for someone to buy it now for like, what, $40 now?
Yeah.
Probably not.
This next game we bought on the 22nd, part of that big order. It was $33.99. Now it's $43.99, an increase of $10, which is 29%. The game is Takenoko.
Ooh.
We do still have this.
Yep.
This is the game with the panda and the hexes and the farmer running around. It doesn't get played a lot.
So I feel like it's a gateway game. And I love that we still have it because we have had board game friends that have come over and they played it with their young son. And it was like one of those they pulled off of our shelf to play, to introduce to their child. I'm like, that's so awesome. I love that they had that experience. So I like that we still have it.
This next game we also got on that 22nd. That was a big order.
That was a day that will live in infamy for board game buying.
We paid $23.99 for this game. Now it's come out with a 2021 refresh version for $31.99, an increase of 33%.
Ooh.
The game is Dixit.
Ooh,
we still have this.
Yeah, we still have it.
I was more excited then than I am now about it. What a great idea for a game, just being thrown deep into great art. Nowadays, you're going to get a lot more great art, so maybe we're become less sensitive to it. I'm still excited when I see good art, but it shouldn't make the older art any less exciting, but it kind of does.
I think what really did it for me, as far as like the Dixit killer, so to say, even though it's in the exact same universe.
I know what you're going to say. 3, 2, 1, Stella! Yeah, Stella does kill it.
Yeah.
But really what it is just a reworking of the rules of Dixit. Mm-hmm. Stella killed Dixit.
Even though they're in the same family.
We're probably going to keep it, though, because they use the same cards. And,
yeah, absolutely. There's no reason to never not have it. I love the art enough to keep it.
This next game, also part of that big order, was $33.99 back then. Now with a second edition in 2020, it's $47.99, a change of 41%.
Ooh.
I think I know what we're going to say about this one. The game is Seven Wonders. How did we feel back then versus how do we feel now? I want to say we were way more excited back then. Today, it is not an exciting game.
Oh, I still love it. I
really?
try to get people to play it all the time, and people will tell me no because it's like
For
they're kind of
drafting,
over it. Like I feel like
Arcana Rising has killed it for me.
I feel like people are just kind of like over the hype of it, and so they'd rather a different type of style that's similar to Seven Wonders. I love it.
I feel like it falls into the same pit as Dominion. Its base game is not that exciting to me.
I will say I would play Architect Seven Wonders before I'd play regular Seven Wonders. Now, Architects was not an option back in the day.
Do we still have this game?
Seven Wonders?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm almost positive we still have it somewhere. It might have been pushed back to the back closet of the Nowheresville, but we still have it.
This next game, I think we recently culled. It was bought on the 22nd order, the big order day.
The big day.
We paid $32.49. It is now $47.99, an increase of 48%. The game is Smallworld.
Yes, we just most recently culled it from the collection by selling it through a virtual flea market.
I don't know if this game ever excited me. Even back then, I was like, this is really fiddly. There's a lot of things happening, having to figure out what's what. And then the app came out, and that really solidified that I'd rather just play the app of this and let the computer do the math.
I'm okay that we culled it, especially like at that price range now. It's like I couldn't imagine to pay almost 50% over what we paid back then.
Right. This game we bought before the big order on April 2nd, 2014. It cost us $26.99, $39.99 today, a change of 40%. This one surprised me the most because I know what's in the box, and you know what's in the box, and you know what's in the box because that game is Pandemic. It's just a bunch of cubes and a board.
Just the base Pandemic, not the legacy ones.
Pandemic.
Just base Pandemic.
It's almost $50 now. I could probably still get into a game of it and have a good time with it, though. Because, I mean, at its core, it found something and did it right.
The legacies did enough for me to be like, okay, we did that. Great, done. Got the t-shirt. I'm good. The base one, the last time we played it, I was extremely frustrated. So frustrated with the outcome that I'm like, I'm good. I'm completely good. I'm okay that we still have it, but it's not going to be the thing I ever asked to play. I feel like that time has passed. That ship has sailed. I'm good.
No more Pandemic.
No. No more, please.
I'm going to say the name of this game, and I really doubt you'll remember it. But we paid $33.49. It's now out of print. So I had to go to Board Game Geek to find any prices on it, like, because it didn't even get reprints. So, and it wasn't on Game Nerds at all. And the lowest price I could find was $50. It normally trends like 80 or whatever. But at $50, that one person that listed it, that the change is only 49%. This is Blue Moon Legends.
Blue Moon Legends.
Yeah, so I could safely say it's not in our collection anymore. It has been culled. It was one of our early culling games. I don't know if it deserved it. We were different gamers back then. We'd probably give it more of a chance today than we would then. We don't really remember a lot about it.
I honestly can't tell you any recollection. I mean, if it was a card game, a board game, a dice game.
Well, it's like some sort of sequel to Blue Moon City, which was a game we never had.
Oh, okay.
So if you are passionate about the Blue Moon series, let us know why we need to revisit that one.
Yeah.
We have breached the change of 50%. This one is a 50% change, costing $16.99 then. Now, out of stock at $25.47, so that price could even go up once it comes back in stock, which it might. It was purchased during the big purchase on 5/22/14. This is Forbidden Desert. This is another Matt Leacock game, designer of Pandemic. Pandemic shot way up in price. I would expect this one, I mean, percentage-wise, it outdid Pandemic, but because it's out of stock, and when things come back, they often go up. It can even go higher than that.
Do we still have that one?
I believe we do.
Because I know we have a bunch of like there's Forbidden Island, like I knew we had a bunch
Forbidden
of
Desert is my favorite of the Forbidden series. Right. There's Forbidden Sky, which we don't have. There's Forbidden Jungle, which we don't have. That's the most recent release. Forbidden Island, I think someone just gave it to us or traded it to us really cheap or something like that, if we still have that one. Forbidden Desert is the one I'm least likely to get rid of. I think that one has the most legs, the most exciting things going on in it.
I would not feel the same way today as I did back then because I have known myself to not go for co-ops as much as I did back then.
That's true. That has changed. But then again, back then, I don't think you really went for them either. You just didn't know what else was out there.
No, I think I just went with the flow of whatever. Okay, great. We're going to play that. Awesome. But now I've started learning myself as a gamer.
This one has a change of 55%. It's starting to ramp up. We paid $16.99. Now with a 2016 edition is $26.39, which I'm surprised. Back then we had a small version. Today it's a big square version. This game is Citadels. We bought it on that same big order day. Remember Citadels?
Yeah, Citadels. It has a long, like when we bought it, it was a small, long rectangle
we still
box.
Have that one.
And we still have that one in the little boxes. And I will say this about Citadels.
Back there somewhere.
I really enjoyed playing it.
Or no, I think it's actually in these things.
Yeah, it's in the little box. Yeah, the little things.
Right.
I really enjoyed playing it back when we had it. Of the two options, I would choose a small box. I find it more convenient and I like the look better. I think I feel the same way I felt back then as I do now. I'd play it, I'd enjoy it, but I'm not going to play all the time. But I don't want to just call it because it's a small box. So when it comes to small box stuff, if it can fit in the collect, just let it be. Like it's not hurting anything at all.
We only got 4 games left for you. These changes are huge. This one is 60%, but we only paid $7.49 back then. This is something called the clamshell edition of this game. You can't even find that anymore. Now it comes in a bag. It's called the bag edition for $11.99. Still a cheap game today. It's called Love Letter.
Oh, Love Letter.
So Love Letter took off. There's so many versions you can get now. I think it's still a good game. I'm not against playing it. Sometimes it lasts on the table too long.
I think it does outweigh its welcome a little bit depending on what cards you get drawn.
But for the size of the game, I think it's kind of undeniable. That sparked a movement of making micro games. And there's now a lot of cool games that are less than 18 cards, but Love Letter still stands out as being one of the best.
We even have the Batman version of it still, and I think I'd rather play that one.
Yeah, it's a cooler looking.
Or we have the Santa, the Christmas one.
Yeah, Letters from Santa.
Yeah,
and whatever theme you want, you could probably find it. Okay, only 3 left. This change was also 60%. $39.99 is what we spent for it. It is now a $63 game. $63.99.
Wow, it's big.
We bought it on the big day, 5/22.
Ooh, the big day.
But we do not own it anymore. It's Eldritch Horror.
Oh.
So this is we're going around the world. We're fighting monsters. We're uncovering this giant story. We didn't like losing a lot.
I do remember being very difficult to win. Like I don't even know if we won when we played it or we struggled to win.
Yeah.
So that's not a good feeling. When you are struggling and you have a team, I mean, it's like trying to go through every single life scenario of a legacy game when you have a giant team with you and you're just never winning. It's like, and this is just a one-off. Mm-hmm. It's like, not a good feeling.
It's a beloved game, though. And I think most people have decided to go to Arkham Horror because it started making more editions of it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And of those co-op games in that Lovecraftian world, give me Mansions of Madness. That's way more fun.
Especially that price range. Today's price range.
Oh, yeah. I don't even want to look up Mansions today's price range. But it'd probably be a lot. Only 2 more. Remember what I said at the beginning of this video of how major that changes for the next one. But this one's pretty major too. It's a 79% increase. We paid $55.99 for this.
Wow.
And now today, it's technically out of stock, but they have remade it as the Ultimate Edition for $99.97. And the reason they call it the Ultimate Edition is because it has like 2 expansions in it or something like that. The game is Mage Knight. Bought this February 5th, 2014. And I want to point that out. This was 3 months before the big order. So this was one of our first purchases in board game. I think it was the first order made that we did. Like Legendary we bought in person. Munchkin we bought in person.
Yeah.
Everyone bought Munchkin. I'm sure you did too.
And we even had the board game Munchkin one, where they had the physical board game, which is a little different than just the basic Munchkin games. Because I was like, oh, I like this is a little different.
But at the same time, we were buying Magic cards and HeroClix. You know, we were kind of figuring out board games while playing other games.
Now we still have Mage Knight, don't we?
We still have Mage Knight.
It's over. It's
one
over
of the
shelf.
Legendary is the oldest game we still have because we still have that. And then probably Mage Knight because it is the oldest order we have.
Yeah, probably within that and like the deck builders that we did.
Mage Knight is a deck builder. But it's a deck builder and a lot more. This is one that I keep saying, like, I need to get that back to the table. There's a lot of cool stuff happening in it. I think the internet would agree with me because its rating is so high on BGG too.
That is cool. I don't know how I don't think I feel any different today, but it's pretty cool. We have one of the first ones still.
All right, I have the final game here. Remember, it was 159% change.
Oh, the big.
And stay tuned because I'm going to give the final totals after this as well. What we spent in 2014, how much those games would cost in today's dollars. The biggest change on this list, we bought Descent 2nd Edition on the big order day for $53.99. This is the Journeys in the Dark 2nd edition. They have a new edition out. You can't find the old edition. That's out of print. This new edition is called Legends of the Dark. It's $139.96. Wow. It's a box. Descent box was huge. This new box is about twice its size.
Wow.
And I think you get a lot more in the new box, but I've never felt the need to buy the new box. Even the old one, this idea of playing D&D without a dungeon master type of thing. Actually, in that one, you needed somebody to run the game for you. And maybe in the new one, you don't. But I think when it comes to those kind of games, if I want to play them, which I often, not my style game, you know, we played Gloomhaven, for example. That, I think, would be more acceptable for me to play, something like that. I don't like games that are going to eliminate the DM, but replace it with a ton of rules and a ton of downtime.
Yeah.
So... I mean, this is speaking as someone who hasn't played the new Descent. So if that's not what it is, let me know what that is. So let's talk about the final totals. But on these 20 games, it costs $646.28 to buy these 20 games. It's a big order. I want to say on the 22nd, that order was like $350 is what we spent. It was a crazy order. I think I recall we traded a bunch of Magic cards and got the trade value for it. Yeah. And that kicked off our board game.
I think we even sent a lot of HeroClix in at one point in time.
Yeah, we just traded in a bunch. And we got a bunch of things. Cool Stuff Inc. doesn't even sell board games anymore. That's how long ago this was. But if you were to go to Game Nerds and buy as much as you can, except for that one game that was on Board Game Geek, it would cost you $966.86. That's almost $1,000.
Yeah, it's like
it's a difference of $320.58. A total percentage change of 49.61%. So almost 50% increase in board games.
Yeah, I mean, it's a significant value enough to make you think, you know, what games are you grateful you still have in your collection